Now let's talk about React custom hook. What is a custom hook in React? A custom hook in React is simply a JavaScript function. Please note that it's a function. It's a simple method that uses one or more React hook to reuse logic. So the basic idea behind a hook is logic reuse across component. A custom hook in React is simply a JavaScript function that uses one or more React hook to reuse logic across component. But this definition is not enough. We need to mention that a custom hook is some sort of a special JavaScript function. Why? Simply because it can hook into JavaScript or React internal working mechanism. What is React's internal working mechanism? Let's talk about the component lifecycle. A component mounts, it means that it's being created. A component must be updated, it can update itself, or a component can unmount, which is, let's say, it's destroyed. So as you can see, there is a life cycle of a component. A general JavaScript function doesn't have access to that life cycle. So if you use it, you won't get the updates about the component. Also, a general JavaScript function or method doesn't have information about the state update. This means that this function, whatever it does, it won't trigger a re-render. But if you use a custom hook is aware of the life cycle and the state changes of React. Therefore, it is updated and it can also trigger a re-render. Let's get into the practical demonstration. In front of me, I've got a click me button that when you click, suppose it increments this variable. Soon as I click, suppose it changes to 2, 3, 4, etc. But that is not happening. Why this is not happening? Simply because we have used a general JavaScript function or method to increment this variable. Therefore, a general JavaScript method is not aware of the component lifecycle of React and also is not aware of the states or variable which are states that will change. So this means that this method is not connected to React. Therefore, whatever this method does in terms of changing this variable, React doesn't re-render. Let's get into the code to see this in details. So as you can see, we've got a variable which is increment equal to 1, and we've got a method incrementer that increments this variable by 1 every time it's being executed. As you can see, after this method executes, what it does, it console logs this variable. This means that this method does its own job. It console logs this incremented value. But remember, as much as we have displayed this increment here, still React doesn't re-render and this variable doesn't change, or it looks like it's not changing. Let's get into proof number 1. Let's make sure or see practically that this method does its job and it console logs incrementer and everything is incrementing. We want to make sure that the issue here is React is not aware of this increment, or this increment method is not aware of React states. So let's go back here, let's refresh, and let's get into inspect, and then let's get into console log. Let's see what will happen when I click here. As you can see, incrementer is equal to 2, incrementer is equal to 3, and incrementer is equal to 4. This means that we are actually hitting this method. So how do we hit this method? On the button, we've got an onClick method, which whenever you click on it, this is being executed. So everything works well here, except that this doesn't trigger a re-render. Let's go back to our own definition. A hook is just a general method or general JavaScript method, but it has got special capabilities. It has got access to React states. That means it's aware of the states and it can trigger re-renders, and also it has got an access to a component life cycle. So as you can see, this doesn't trigger a re-render. So what could be a solution to this is to create a custom hook. So let's just create a custom hook. Const cast is equal to, apologies about that, equal to an arrow function. Well, one might be like, this is just a simple JavaScript method. Yes, it's a simple JavaScript method. In order for us to make this conform to a hook or a React hook, we need to first look at the name of this method. React advises us to always use in front or prefix any custom hook name with use. So let's just copy this as it is because we are fixing this. So the name of our hook is going to be use incrementer. Still, as you can see, this is just a normal JavaScript function. So what we want to do, we want to return something here. Return an array. We are going to return an empty array. The first thing that we need to do here, we are going to use React hooks, which is, let's say, built-in hooks. This is a custom hook, but inside it, we are going to use a built-in hook. Let's go back to our definition of a hook. A hook is just a general JavaScript function that can use also other React hook inside it. Okay, so let's do that. Const, let's just say here number, and then set number is equal to useState. useState, it's a hook. So useState, it's a hook just like this one. This one is a custom hook. So this custom hook make use of useState. Why now all of a sudden we are using useState, something that we didn't use here? Remember, here we are abiding by React rules and how things are done because we are interested in the reaction. So when something changes in this variable, we want this HTML to re-render. I hope that one is clear. So let's initialize this with 2. So that means by default, this is going to be 2. So let's just quickly talk about this useState. So basically what is happening here, we are declaring a variable called number, which is different from this increment because this increment won't react or is not sensitive. It doesn't react. So this number will react. If this number changes, this whole HTML will react to reflect that. So how do you change this number? You will use this method set number to make sure that you change this. So we are going to use set number to increment, and this will be sensitive. And as soon as it changes, this component will react. So what we want to do, just like this method as it is incrementing, let's make sure that this hook's responsibility is to do that. So let's just create a normal JavaScript function, which is increment by 1, let's say. Increment by 1 is equal to just a JavaScript method arrow function, as you can see. So what it will do, remember we said if we want to increment this, we need to use this, okay, and then we need to set it to something. For simplicity, there is a better way to do this, but for simplicity, I'm going to take this number because I want you to have an idea of what is going on here. I'm going to take this variable number and I'm going to put it as it is. Let's assume now it's 2, and then I'm going to add to it plus 1. Adding to it plus 1 is going to be 3. Whenever we hit this again, we are going to add plus 1 to 3, and then it's going to increment. Let me tell you, there is a better way to do this, okay? That better way will be to add a internal function here, and that function will receive a previous value or prev, which is that will mean this value, and then you can increment. We are not going to take that route. However, that route is the best way to do things, but this one also works for this demonstration. So now we've created a variable that will always react and cause a re-render, and we have created a function which is called increment by 1 that will help us to increment this variable. So what are we doing here in terms of returning? We are making sure when we execute this, we want to get these two. This one, we are going to display it. This one, we are going to use it to increment by 1. So let's just make this a capital letter by 1, okay? And then paste this here. I hope that is clear. So this now looks like we have created this function exactly, but we've just converted it into a hook so that it can cause a re-render. So just like this useState, we will call this custom hook exactly the same way. So as a proof, let's just copy this as it is and paste it here. Okay. And then what we want to do, we just want to change names. First of all, we need to change this useState to this. We've got an error here because our own custom hook is not expecting a prop or a whatever dependency. So we just need to remove that dependency. And then what we want to do, we need to align the naming. Everything works well here except the naming. So this is syntactically, this is correct. Everything will work well. However, we just need to change the name. So this means that when we execute this, this is being returned. This number that is here will be here. And this increment by 1 will be on set number. As you can see, let's just receive this as increment by 1 for consistency. So now, the other thing that we need to do, we want to take this increment by 1 and go to incrementer and remove incrementer and set increment by 1. Okay. And then what else we want to do? We want to take this number and display it here on increment instead. Okay. Now we are facing some TypeScript issues. Let me just show you what are those issues and show you a way to resolve. TypeScript is a bit confused when it infers the type of these, okay? TypeScript can infer, but for some reason it infers wrong things, okay? As you can see here, it also infers wrong things. So let's just go back here and export this as const, okay? Sorry, and return it as const so that TypeScript, we can assist TypeScript to say that this is as is and this is as is. Okay, now everything works well. As you can see, a number is a number only, and the increment, it's more like a function void. Okay, so everything works well. Let's go back and see. Okay, after saving, are the things going to increment? Now, automatically, this is 2. Where is this 2 coming from? Let's just go back here. Remember, inside this hook, our default value is 2. Let's make it 0 and click save. Let's see what will happen. As you can see, this is 0. Let's click and see, is this going to increment? As you can see, this is incrementing. Let's go back to our definition. Remember, a hook is some sort of a special JavaScript method. It's aware of React states. So if something changes here, this component will re-render according to React simply because this hook is aware. What we have just done, we have just created our own custom hook. Why I started on a custom hook? It's not easy for you to understand React hooks without understanding how a custom hook works. Now, let's get to the next React hook, okay, which is useState. Okay, so now that we understand generally what is a custom hook, let's get into a useState and how do you use it. For us, we have already used it, but we didn't explain. Okay, so let's just talk about a general way of describing a hook. A hook is just a function that returns whatever it returns. It can return an object or it can return an array, as you can see. So now, let's look at useState. useState, we execute it and it's expecting a number. But it also, when we are destructuring it, we are destructuring it the same way as this one. So we can infer that wherever this hook is, which is useState, wherever it has been declared, it returns an array as well, exactly like this one. and that is true. So let's get into useState. Now what we are going to do, we are going to use this useState, but not from our own hook. We are going to use it in this component. The only difference will be we are going to explain what is going on in terms of React. Now let's copy this as it is and let's paste it here. Okay, instead of calling this increment by 1, let's just call it set number, and then we are going to execute this here. Okay, so as you can see, whatever we were doing here in terms of incrementing inside here, set number by 1, we just need to do the same thing also here. Okay, we are more like repeating ourselves, but in this case we are going to explain useState, which is our first React state. Okay, our first React hook. Okay, so as you can see, now let's explain what is going on in here. We have declared a number, okay, a variable, which was a number which was not aware of React internal lifecycle, and it didn't cause a re-render. So in order to help you understand what useState does, useState provide you with a variable that will react to the changes. The changes will be made by this method that you are always supplied with, which is, you can name it whatever. So this variable will react. As a result, when you change this variable using this method, how do you do that? This is how you do that. It will trigger a re-render. So useState hook will always supply you with a variable and a setter method to set that variable. Whenever you change this will trigger a re-render. And that's about it in terms of useState. It's very simple and it's straight to the point. Nothing more, nothing less. Remember, useState, this is a little bit of advance. useState also, it's some sort of a generic function or a generic hook. You can give it in terms of TypeScript a type. Which type is it? Automatically now TypeScript inferred this as a number, but we can change that and tell TypeScript that maybe this is going to be a string. Now TypeScript is telling us that a number and a string don't work hand in hand. So as you can see, in a useState is some sort of a generic hook where you can supply a type. And that is it for the useState.